Hello, today we're going to talk about a very important feature of your ezfocus dashboard, the alerts widget. Depending on the package that your company has with ezfocus, you may have access to the alerts widget. If your company's a national customer or a premium regional customer, the answer is probably yes. The alerts widget is available in every province except Alberta currently. And the types of alerts that are available in each province vary depending on what data is available. For today's example, I'm going to use Ontario, since the types of alerts that are available here are available in all the other markets as well, at least one or two of them. The first thing to know is how to load the alerts widget to your dashboard. Next to the word dashboard is the menu that controls the widgets that are loaded for your company's subscription. Find the one that says alerts, and you can move it to the top and size it to 100 to make sure it's full screen and apply the modifications. This will mean that the first thing that you see when you log in the morning is the alerts for your territory or your sales team. One of the important things to note about alerts is that they load every day. So if you ever boot up the system in the morning and maybe the previous day was a holiday and the government didn't publish any data that day, you can always choose a previous day in time going back any day, and you'll be able to see that day's alerts, the alerts that apply from that date versus the day before, just by clicking refresh. Now, as you can see, some of these columns are not sized ideally, and that's because this is the way the alerts widget loads as a default. Now, recently there's been an addition to the system which helps save a ton of time. Let's say, for example, that I'm a rep and I sign in and I don't need the column for all reps. I can click on the column chooser button here and remove the column for rep. I can also remove other types of columns if I don't necessarily need them as part of my alerts, like price or segmentation, that kind of thing. And I can even resize columns. And the new feature that I'm happy to share with you is that now that this is done, I can actually click this preference button here in the widget. And that will save the exact configuration of the ezfocus alerts widget that I've designed for myself. So if I ever want to make other changes, or if I want to be able to just say, okay, you know what, group all my called and not called on stores together, make these columns a bit easier to read, then I can do that myself here. In Ontario, there are 4 kinds of alerts. You have a general list out of stock alert, promo brand insufficient stock alert, which only apply to general list and vintage essentials products. Every market has the general list out of stock alert for government channels, including Atlantic Canada, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, BC government channels. It's a very handy tool. In Ontario, there's also alerts based on listing status, where you can find out how many new listings you got yesterday. So any status that went from blank F or D to L. Alerts are extremely useful. The new listing alert in Ontario, important to note that it does not include net new brands being launched. That's something that you use objectives for. This is an existing brand that's been around for longer than 3 or 4 months in the LCBO system. That's changing from blank or D or F to L. Okay. You can see inventory in the store based on today, day -1, day -2, day -3. So you can see if something's going out of stock or has gone out of stock, for example, or if you've lost the listing recently. You know, is it systemic? Is it an out of stock that happened suddenly? Like this location here, for example, looks like they got a case yesterday and it sold right through. So this is important information that you are able to know. Now, let's say that you spot something and you want to be able to get more information on that location. There is a master alerts widget here on your dashboard. There's also an alerts widget on every single individual page for the stores. Much the same way that widgets on your dashboard are controlled. At the bottom of the screen, you'll find the alerts widget that's unique to this location. You can control what order the widgets on the CRM page are displayed. So you can control stuff by clicking the same type of button. And if I want to have the alerts widget up here, right underneath the client information, when I log into the store's page, I'm able to do that as well. If you've taken the time to add alerts to your dashboard in the web, then the app version will have the access to it as well. Click on Menu, go to settings, and just make sure that you've added your alerts widget to your list of drop-downs. Alerts widget. Once you do this, it will load as one of the first widgets on your app's dashboard. Now you'll see here that you don't have access to as many customizations and as many filters as the web version yet. There will be in new versions of the app still to come. But if you click on any one of the stores with a total number of alerts, let's take store 470 here at the top. If I click on this, it takes me directly to the store's page alerts section, and you have all the information that you need to know about inventory, listing status, etc., regardless of what market you're in. Information about the alerts widget can be found in the ezfocus FAQ section.